LizyT Radio Show.
Hello, this is your host and the producer of the LizyT Radio Show. I am LizyT, and I'm happy to be here another day, another fantastic show. We have prepared for you guys an amazing show, and we have a fantastic guest for you today. Today we have a subject which is very exotic. We're talking about luxury car rides. Yes, I'm talking about limo. But first of all, I wanted to make sure that I want to thank you, all of you listeners that have been participating and that have been very active on our fan page. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, we have right now 2,197 subscribers to the LizyT Radio Show, and we are happy and proud and honored to have so many listeners. And as per our statistic and our stats and report, 50% of those subscribers are actually listening to our shows. So that's an amazing number, and I'm very happy and honored to be able to be part of this amazing network here in Toronto, Canada, and around the world. We have listeners all over from Australia, United States, the UK, South America, and I'm so surprised and happy about that. Also, if you need to contact us, our email is radio@lizt.ca. Again, it's radio@lizt.ca. And our fan page is Facebook, LizyT Radio. Again, is Facebook, LizyT Radio. And please send your comments and all your questions on the link comments below. So today, again, we have a fantastic guest and a very surprising guest because his story is actually pretty amazing, and all of you listeners should be paying very close attention because we have lots to learn. I love to have guests and entrepreneurs that have come really literally sometimes from nothing, have made a name for themselves, have made an enterprise, a business, successful enough to wow everybody. And I'm talking about Mr. MOE BASHI. He's only 40 years old, a very young entrepreneur. He started his company with almost nothing to his name. As a matter of fact, he only had $50 in his pocket when he used to live on a basement apartment, and he made a business to make business cards. And now he's worth $250,000, a double-digit earner, guys, and in sales, and he owns 5 cars. Mr. BASHI does reservations right now worldwide, and he's the approved vendor for Disney, Coca-Cola, the government of Canada, and yes, the CTV. So without further ado, I will bring our guest to speak with us because we have so many questions and we have so much to learn with such an amazing entrepreneur. So Mr. BASHI. Mo, how are you today?
Good, Liz. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate you having me on your show.
Oh, it's our pleasure, and it's an honor to have somebody like yourself to call in, to be able to participate at the LizyT Radio Show and share your expertise, share your knowledge, and share everything that you have learned throughout the years to create such an amazing enterprise. And I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen, about it's called the exptionallimo.ca. It's exptionallimo.ca. And by the way, it will be on the LizyT Radio Show, the links and all the social media for you guys to contact Mr. BASHI Mo. So let's warm things up, Mo, and tell me, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite color?
Oh, my favorite color is blue.
your color is blue, and blue talks about somebody who's warm, somebody who's likes to give. I'm so into colors. Fantastic. And on the subject of car, what's your favorite car?
My favorite car is the Lincoln Town Car.
There you go, the Lincoln Town Car. Fantastic. So the listeners here are all curious to know and to find out from you, how did you came about with the idea, somebody who used to live on a basement apartment and only owned $50 to their name, to have such an amazing industry? What gave you the idea to come up with and work with in the limo industry?
Liz, to be honest, it's the drive. I enjoy meeting with people and interacting with people. Yes, I had a really down period of time in my life where I lived in a basement, and then I have lost all my money due to the stock market and so on. It's literally what you put into it's what you get. The consistency of drive, consistency of exceptional or good service, and that's what makes a difference. If you really set your mind to do something, no matter what it is, you will do it.
Fantastic. This is great advice, and two things that I got from this, and all of you listeners should be paying attention, because this is somebody who made it, and drive, it definitely is number one, to do what you want to do and to be able to pursue your passion and consistent. I know sometimes we start a business and we have the drive for maybe a month, maybe a couple of days, maybe a year, and then the drive just dies. So I appreciate you sharing this with us, Mo, because it's definitely very important. And the other question I wanted to ask you is, how did you get so good at what you do?
It's a blessing to love what you do. A lot of people measure success by having money. Matter of fact, the success is when you have a choice and when you have a plan. And I had a choice to see what do I like and don't like, and I want to do something I enjoy, which is interacting with people, service as well. If you open the yellow pages or the books, you find tons and tons of limo companies, just like gas stations or tow trucks. There's tons of them. But you have to be a niche market. You have to be a distinguished individual or different. And these customers, they don't just become your customers. They become a part of your life. They become a part of your family. You interact with them every day, on day in and day out. And again, the consistency of good service, clean cars, the delivery has to be immaculate, and the image as well. And it's all about that, and you have to just to maintain it.
Yeah, and it's so true, though. When you love what you do, it's not a job. It's not everyday thing. It just becomes part of your life, and it becomes
a passion.
Yeah. That's right. It's something that you look forward to do every day, and it's something that you love to do. I really appreciate, again, sharing this, because when you find your niche and you love what you do, then you have it made. And I know you answered some of the question, but really, what makes different your limo company to many others? And I know you talked a little bit about cleanliness and be able to have friendship with your customer, and that's very, very important when they know that they can trust it, they know who you are. And for yourself to have such a big companies like Coca-Cola and CTV and the government of Canada, it tells us a lot that you are personable and you are also friends with your clients. But what really, another thing that you can give as an example that makes difference from the other limo companies?
Well, a lot of people see what happens is a lot of people are clueless between us and also I give you an example, the airport taxi guys. They think we sit there and we wait for customers. It doesn't work that way. It's totally different animal, totally different entities. What makes us a little bit different is that we know that Mr. Smith like a Starbucks in the morning, and he takes a caramel macchiato with double shot, and he doesn't like this route. So we all make sure that that's documented in the order that we send to the driver. Mr. Smith will, realize that and appreciate the fact that we are not only just an A to B company mainly, but we are also delivering, paying attention to detail and delivering this with perfection. Again, the key to this is to be selective, and we are very fortunate and lucky to be selective and to have a good base clients, just like you mentioned, like big corporation that trust us. I mean, when Government of Canada and CTV and Coca-Cola and Estee Lauder and Lowe's and all these big boys, American Express, they would pick up the phone and they will request that your company is the only company that to be an approved vendor. And Liz, let me also mention one thing. To be an approved vendor for these corporations is not a joke. It's not something easy. They do their due diligence on you. They do their homework very thoroughly. They make sure you have the right insurance, the right equipment. You have to go and prove all that. And that's what you just, so you don't just pick up a client from the street or from the airport. It doesn't work that way. It's a lot of attention to details and a lot of hard work.
Mm-hmm. So it does not come easy, and I know that for what you said, you're very personable. Everybody has their own special. You custom everybody, and you customize everybody. You're very selective, which is such an amazing service for people that are looking for that. And by the way, listeners, I am displaying on the LizyT fan page his website, and I have to tell you, the pictures of his limos and everything, it just looks like I want to be there. I want to have a ride. I want to have a treat. It's just fantastic. And congratulations for your success. Congratulations for what you have accomplished.
Thank you, Liz. Thank you so much. And you're welcome anytime to come aboard, and we'll send a car for you.
Oh, thank you. That'll be a dream come true. Now, for the listeners, I just wanted to make sure that if they need to get in contact with you, with your office, I need for you to state your website, your phone number. Please go ahead.
Sure. The website we have is exceptionallimo.ca. That's exceptionallimo.ca. And the best phone number to reach us is 416 area code 720-0366.
Fantastic. And what's to take advantage of this interview, because again we have so much to learn. What would be an advice that you give somebody that started like yourself just a little while ago, and now is able to share all this knowledge and all this accomplishment? What would you give? What kind of advice would you give to our listeners that somebody wants to do what you're doing? Start a company from nothing and have this great enterprise.
Just
maybe
to work
two
smart,
tips.
Just to work smart and not hard necessarily. I mean, working hard is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I respect that a lot. But you want to work more in life and work smart before you work hard. Your overhead has to be as minimum as possible. It's not about how many cars you have. That's a very wrong method. You have to have as low overhead as possible and as much volume as possible. So overhead less and then volume a lot. Your key is to have that volume, run those cars as much as possible. You'll have to have less equipment, so less overhead, less expense. And for example, now we're doing worldwide reservations. So the same customer who is flying out of Toronto and is going to LAX, we'll have an affiliate pick them up in LAX and make commission out of that. This is a very good idea because you have zero overhead. You're not worried about anything. All it is an email or a phone call, and you're making 20-30% of the whole thing. So, it's something like this that people want to consider. And again, work smart.
Fantastic, great advice, and I think it works not only for somebody like yourself who is in the limo industry, but any business that you want to achieve or any enterprise that you want to create. Always, and from all the books that you can read out there, Rich Dad Poor Dad and Think and Grow Rich, that is the key. Work smart, not hard. I really appreciate, again, your advice because this is amazing advice. And last but not least, because I cannot believe on the LizyT Radio Show, every time I invite somebody like yourself with such an interesting story and knowledge and things to share to our listeners, time just flies. But what is the plan for the future? I mean, I believe that you should be writing a book. Is there a book in the works, or are you public speaking to share?
Not to that extent, Liz. I'm just happy to be healthy and happy and I love my job. As you mentioned, our sales exceeded 250,000 in 2011 and 12. I am aiming to probably within 4 years or 2 more years to hit the $1 million sales. And once we do, it's just to go worldwide, again, to focus on the worldwide reservation, be approved vendor for companies such as airlines, Star Alliance, Lufthansa, British Airways, all these Emirates Airlines. To try to be approved vendor for all these, it's really challenging, but hopefully we'll make it happen.
And that's a great plan to be able to expand your business. That's a great plan. But again, I think I'm on to something. I think you should write a book because a lot of people can definitely benefit from your story and definitely can hear it. I mean, if you're not doing public speaking or if you're not sharing your story, you definitely should. And I'm happy and honored that you're able to share this story here with us with the LizyT radio show. Again, listeners, his website will be displayed on our website and on the LizyT fan page for all of you to be able to contact Mo and ask him any questions that you may have and hire him for anything because he is definitely the person to call and to contact. Again, once you go into his website, you'll be able to see what a luxury, what an experience. And I'm looking forward to have one of those experiences one day. I want to thank you so much, Mo, for calling in to be able to be part of the LizyT radio show. This has been great show. This has been great subject for us. And any last word?
Well, thank you so much for having me. Thank you for your listeners. Thank you for creating a very good tool for us to reach out to the people and a great fan page. I appreciate you a lot.
Thank you so much. And anybody, again, who is interested in contacting Exceptional Limo, the website is exceptionallimo.ca, everyone. The phone number is 416-720-0366. And if you're out of town, the phone number is 1-888-720-0366 again, and the email is info@exceptionallimo.ca. Again, give Mr. Mo a call because he's definitely willing to help you. And if you mention LizyT Radio Show, I'll be more than happy and honored that you heard limos through the LizyT Radio Show. Thank you again, Mo. And to all of your listeners, make it a fantastic day. This is Liz, the host and the producer of the LizyT Radio Show.
Thank you.
LizyT Radio Show.
Exceptional Limo. We provide exceptional limousine service and luxury transportation in Toronto, the GTA, and around the world. Whether it's a trip to or from Pearson Airport or that special event, Exceptional Limo Toronto will ensure you arrive on time, in luxury, and in style. Exceptional Limo has years of experience and has served clients such as Paris Hilton, Lady Gaga, Christian Slater, Michael Moore, Kim Kardashian, Naomi Campbell, Russell Peters, and many more. Exceptional Limo Toronto lives up to its name, a memorable service experience that matches your expectations. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. For regular updates and information, go to our blog today, torontolimo.blogspot.com, or check out our website for more details, www.exceptionallimo.ca, or simply call toll-free 888 720-0366. Exceptional Limo.